You're high. Internet reacts after Trump says COVID makes him feel 20 years younger. Donald J. Trump feels better today than in the year 2000 because he's high on so many drugs. I remember feeling like $1,000,000 after taking prednisone post-asthma problems. After day 3 of no sleep it became less fun. Biden should ask him to take a drug test before the next debate. Science can kiss my ass. But look how good science did despite me. DJT. People are saying that the high won't last. I'd wager even money that the high will last him the rest of his life. A humbling Herman Cain / coronavirus timeline. 6/24, attends Trump rally, maskless. 7/2, tests positive for COVID-19. 7/10, says he's improving. 7/15, says his doctors seem happy. 7/27, says he's really getting better. 7/30, dies. Via @TeamO'Brien on Twitter. Taking bets. I think he's heading back to the hospital in a few days with dangerous ox levels again. I think he's going to be prone and unable to debate on October 15th. My sil was on steroids along with her chemo and radiation. Don't know what steroid exactly she was on, but she misunderstood the directions and took it for too long and ended up in the psych ward. They did make her feel a lot better, but the mental thing that happened after a couple of weeks was downright frightening. Yeah, and what happens when he's not on the drugs anymore? What's the come down like? That is the guy with the nuclear codes right now. He was struggling to breathe when he was standing on the balcony. He should really reconsider the merits of Let's Read the Books school. Of note, most Americans would not have access to the really great drugs if they are stricken with COVID. Just like when the virus first came here and only rich/powerful/famous could get a COVID test. Same now goes for the meds. This is thanks to the capitalistic way of medical care in the US, but please, Cheeto, tell me again how awful socialism is. We are in the grips of a mad king. This is the dumbest asshole in American history. Trump's tweet is so surreal. I know some people that recovered COVID and that is not how they would explain their bout with it. Dear Lord, that video today of Trump gasping for breath is just awful to watch. Pack it up, he's done. This is horrible for him to say. I just want it to end. I'm so sick and tired of donning and doffing my PPE. Questioning every patient I deal with. I'm sick of all the gear I have to wear and still question if I have it or not. I'm worn out. I'm so afraid that he's going to undo all the efforts my colleagues and I have taken. It makes me sad, tired, and frustrated. I want to scream every day at work. God damn it, it's defeating to hear him talk. It's complete betrayal. It's the worst deep sinking feeling I have had in my life, and I have seen awful shit. What humans do to another at their worst. What people do to themselves. But I always feel like I have a chance in the past to overcome the odds, but not now. I'd quit if I worked in the White House. Biden better have the place fumigated and deep cleaned. Jesus Christ, get this guy out of here. How in the fuck is this idiot still in the White House? This ass is going to cause so many more to die. He is doing exactly as I thought he would, come out 5 days later saying COVID is nothing. Now his non-followers will know he is nothing but a liar. His followers, I'm afraid, won't see his lies and will again start their craziness about wearing a mask and social distancing. It's definitely the dexamethasone giving him energy. I bet he is eating like a pig from the steroids. I can't wait to see his moon face. Be ready for late night tweets from insomnia. Just say no, Nancy Reagan. This morphine drip has me feeling 20 years younger right now. Send the bankrupt asshole a fucking bill for 100% of what it truly cost for his care. If he wants to cut back on federal spending, he should start right the fuck there. Pay it. It's your non-mask wearing arrogance that got you sick, nothing else. Wasn't 20 years ago about the lowest point in his life? That was still a few years before The Apprentice gave him a lifeline. 48 hours average until crash. Everyone buckle up. Boy, it'd be a real shame if he went and had a meeting with all the Republican senators. Shame. For someone who's hooked on Adderall, all these new drugs must be a good change in pace. # junkie president. Look at how healthy he looks. He's barely holding it together. https://youtube.b/zjxmmfs2zgu, t = 1m38s. Donald Trump is high on drugs. He must be tested before the debate against Biden. https://twitter.com/brenonade/status/1313263278613827585. What's up, doc? Looks like it hurts to breathe. A high dosage of steroids will make you feel like Superman. He probably won't sleep well for a while either. Just wait until that wears off. They've probably already built an ICU in the White House for when he crashes. Have his supporters started coughing into each other's mouths yet? That's what dexamethasone does. It's why we give it to terminal cancer patients. They feel great for a while until the cancer finishes up its work. I can't wait to see what that cocktail will do to 74-year-old overweight body infected with COVID. Crash will be epic. The next SNL is going to be great. Trump is going to be breaking through walls like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. Really great drugs as long as you can afford them. And none of us will be able to because insurance is tied to a job we were laid off from or copay is $10,000 a pop. Can he fly? The great thing about Trump is that his lies are so obvious. I mean, if he came out of hospital and claimed he was over most of his symptoms and the rest are manageable, you would have to think about whether that was a lie. But with Trump, no, it's I feel 20 years younger, which is so obviously made up you can just happily place it in the basket with the rest of his and the Republican Party's lies. Trump hasn't been released from hospital either, he's been transferred. He will get the same treatment at the White House as he is at a hospital. Either or, you will know when he is feeling better because he will be out golfing instead of fucking things up. I don't know my father's exact COVID timeline as he contracted it in prison and family wasn't notified until the morning after his death, but 3/23 was the last time I talked to my dad. No symptoms. Presumably not sick but possibly infected. 4/1 prison on lockdown. 4/3 dad taken to hospital due to trouble breathing. 4/9 dad died after being well enough to get off the vent but later crashing. Steroids can do that. Time for POTUS to pump some iron. He felt like 54 today, he'll feel like he's 94 tomorrow. The drugs propping him up will force a physical collapse that will land him back in bed tomorrow, on a ventilator within a few days. I don't think Trump will be alive 2 weeks from now. BTW, don't be as stupid as the president. Get a damn flu shot, and a pneumonia shot if you can. Wear a damn mask, wash your hands, maintain distance. You can survive this pandemic if you play your cards smart. Don't be as stupid as the president. Purge all Republicans. They are criminally insane. Jesus fuck, he actually said that. It was obvious he was struggling to breathe when he ripped off the mask and stood on the balcony. If that's as good as it gets on steroids, he's in trouble in a few days. I wasn't gonna Twitter today, but I got high. I was gonna hop out of the copter and sleep, but I got high. Now I'm spreading COVID and I know why dash. Why man? Because I got high, because I got high. No shit, he's feeling better. He just got a blast of corticosteroid. Of course he feels better. My guess is he doesn't feel better than he did at any other time in his life. He just wants us to think he does. He's likely so insecure that he thinks saying I'm not quite 100% means everyone will think he's weak forever and ever. But if he does feel good, I imagine it's probably the best he's felt in a week. Because he has COVID-19. He just thinks it's the best he's felt in 20 years. And the reason he feels good is because he's jacked up on drugs. When those wear off, he's gonna go face down in the pavement. Because he left the hospital too soon. And thanks to him, lots of other people will too. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.